Welcome to another episode of I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam.
Hello, friends of the podcast.
Hello, everybody.
Samantha, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
That sounded like I was doing happy birthday or something. Samantha, how you doing?
Happy birthday? No.
How you doing, Samantha? No. Maybe, oh my God, maybe I just invented that song myself. Samantha, how you doing? How you doing, Samantha? I've heard that somewhere.
No, that seems wrong.
It seems wrong?
Yeah, it seems wrong.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Tough crowd.
Tough crowd. I'm just trying to be a little musical.
Oh, yes. Well,
just trying to get my chops warmed up here. Like, me.
Why,
like
are you going to karaoke bar or something?
No, I don't think you can karaoke at the COVID.
Oh, you can't?
I don't think so. I think it's a no-no.
That's what got the Crackers place.
That's what got the Crackers place in a lot of trouble.
Kerfuffle.
Dear people, if you want to go out and have fun during the COVID, you need to be like Lisa, Sam, and the HHG.
Oh, dear.
Right? We just go, we have fun, we sit in a corner, don't mind it, we mind our own business.
We get a little rowdy in the booth.
Nobody's around us, and it's good. Right? There's no outbreaks, there's no bullshit, there's no nothing.
There is nothing.
There's nothing going on. There's nothing. Samantha, how's your week been?
Well, you know what? It's been okay. It's been good. I'm back at work for my vacay.
Yeah.
But you know what I watched the other day?
Tell me.
Push it good.
Some salt and pepper.
I watched me some salt and some pepper.
Okay, what channel was it on?
It was on the Lifetime channel.
Oh, I get the Lifetime.
It's where you'll be able to see Wendy Williams.
I must get that channel if you get it.
You should get this channel for sure.
Okay, but push it real good. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
Yeah, let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that could be.
Let's talk about sex. But if you're just new to the podcast, we're not talking about sex.
No, we're not talking about sex.
So don't get all excited.
Calm down. Yes, so I love the music again, back to my heyday.
The best days. Those were the best
80s.
days.
It's when we didn't know any better. It was all good.
Right? We just aqua netted our hair and off we went, right?
Oh my God, the outfits were the best.
Right? We just put on our rubber bracelets and aqua netted and
the neon and you glowed.
Right? And everything was mesh like and off you went, right? Between that and Olivia Newton-John, Let's Get Physical, did it get any better?
No.
Right.
Oh my God, a leg warmer? Talk to me, people.
All I wanted was Olivia Newton-John's hair with the bandana. That's all I wanted, was to be able to do that during basketball practice. Never ever achieved it.
Oh my God. Yes. Love. Oh God, it was so much fun. And now I'm just like, Wendy.
I know, right? Because she's coming. Okay. But guess what? Guess what I haven't been cheering for?
What?
The motherfucking cold snap.
Oh.
What's with the motherfucking cold in Saskatoon?
Well,
and yeah, I'm saying it. I'm swearing it.
Yeah.
You know what? We say we are potty mouthed sometimes.
Yes.
That's the only way you can describe it. Motherfucking cold.
And it was so cold on Monday, kids did not have to go to school.
Yeah, because it's too cold. But adults still went to work. Not too cold for you.
We still went to work. It was minus 48 with the wind chill.
Like, to me, that seems a little discriminatory, hey? Like Johnny, too cold for you. Samantha, off you go.
Get your boots on.
Right? People need their books today. People need their books. Right?
Oh my God. I'm like, I hope my car starts. Like, that was all I was hoping for.
Yeah, right, exactly. Even Mike took a cab to work because he can't plug in at work.
Oh.
And he's there overnight.
Yes.
He's like, I'm cabbing it. I'm like, yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Right? Because what if the little clown car doesn't start? What are you going to do, right? You're going to have to pick it up and carry it home. Right? It'll fit in the cab with you. Just put it on your lap and off you go, right? It's portable that way, I feel.
I'm so glad you're calling it a clown car.
I get it. It doesn't seem clown-like to me. It seems sporty and fast, but
it is sporty and fast. But when your husband stands beside it,
it's clown-like.
It's gotta look like a clown car.
It's gotta be a little clown-like, eh?
Oh my God. God.
That's too funny.
I know. It's too much, right?
It's too much. You know what?
I'm gonna go.
You're gonna go? I'm gonna say it.
I'm gonna say it.
You're gonna go.
I'm gonna say it.
You're gonna go.
I'm gonna say it.
You're gonna say it.
Okay. Guys,
no.
I think you took a harder line about Tuesday's Facebook because you hurt Lisa's feelings.
My feelings
You didn't hurt mine. Let's just make that very clear. You didn't hurt mine.
And if anybody's feelings, here, dear friends of the podcast, if ever you need to hurt somebody's feelings, it's Sam's, because she's tougher than Lisa. Sam, she's like water off a duck's back. She don't care. She's good to go. Right?
Oh my God. You guys were so hardcore about your dislike for Alf that I was shocked, and I'm like, okay. But I did agree with everybody who hated Alf. So
I
joined them.
My heart will never be the same. Ever. The one thing that myself and John Domingo have ever agreed on, and that's our love of Alf. The one thing. And as I put when he posted, didn't see that coming. So there was a few of us, right? I had to call on a few of our Facebook friends to help me out, right? I'm like, okay, where's this person? Where's that person? I know that they say that they love me, so bring it. And here's the thing. Okay, I don't get the problem with Alf, right? He's an alien life form.
It was a puppet.
His name was Gordon Shemway. His color is burnt sienna. He never ate the cat. He wanted to eat the cat.
There's
a difference. He sang a song, Lucky in a Pie with Almonds. He didn't put the cat in the pie with almonds. He wanted to. He tried to.
Okay, I think the fact that you know all of that.
Right? He's from Melmac. He made a long trip. Right?
Oh my God.
He was always nice to the neighbors, the Ochmonics. Right?
You know way too much about a sitcom.
He was a real estate man, I believe.
How did anybody believe that he wasn't an alien?
How do people watch Family Guy and believe that Brian is really a talking dog? And only Stewie can hear him, but everybody talks to him.
And only Stewie can hear him.
But no, Family Guy, that's okay. That might be next week's thing. I don't know. Right? I got to think about this.
Oh my God.
Come on, people. It was Alf. It was
brutal.
Alf.
And I knew very well that you put Little House on the Prairie on there in the hopes that people hated it.
I thought for sure. I even said to you, is it too obvious of a choice? And you said maybe.
Oh my God. That is so funny.
Right? I thought the Dukes of Hazzards might have gotten a little bit more grief.
No.
Nope.
Everything was low to medium. Alf was like hardcore right up there.
It was like off the charts, Samantha. It was like that's what it was. It was totally off the charts. Here's Alf and everybody's opinion off the charts. It was like ding. If there was a noise, like my phone was like ding, 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 ding. It's like, what the hell? Right? 702, 22 people hate Alf. I'm like, what is going on here? He's just a character. He's just a lovable stuffed animal. Do we hate Ernie and Bert? Do we hate? No. Sesame Street don't get that hate. But Alf
got a lot of hate.
Oh yeah. My goodness.
So I was laughing the whole day because I'm like, I I thought Little House was going to be like the one chopped.
Yeah, me too.
Because you know that I like the Little House on the Prairie.
Well, and that was part of my thought. And then I'm like, oh, I should put something in there for me too.
Go after Sam's stuff.
Yeah, go after, right, Sam, she can handle it. Lisa, I'm sensitive that way.
Oh,
and super protective.
You'll be fine.
I'll be fine, but that's not the point.
Okay, I'm just saying.
So Samantha, what?
Go ahead.
You go.
No.
I'm still just like.
Well, I was just going to say, are you going to tell people about what you did on Sunday?
Well, first off, what I did on Saturday is I went and got my eyes checked.
Oh, that's right.
And I'm afraid I might have done the same thing I did 2 years ago when I got my eyes checked and hated those glasses. Because remember, I always thought my glasses didn't work.
Yeah.
Because I get tired of the exam, right?
Oh, dear God.
I get bored of the question. And I don't know. I can't tell the difference if it's this one or this one. Which one is better?
Is
one
it
or
one?
two?
Yeah.
One.
Is it 1 or is it 2?
Yeah. One.
Is it 3 or is it 4?
What about now? 1 or 2? 2. What about now? 1 or 2? Okay, every time you ask me what about now, I'm just changing it back because I think I've gotten it wrong.
It's like a trick question.
I think it's a trick question, right? So I'm there and they're like, okay, sorry. So first it starts off 1 or 2. I'm like 1. Okay, what about now? 1 or 2. And all of a sudden in my mind, I'm like, oh shit, I don't know. I'm like still 1. And now 1 or 2. Oh, I'm like 2. Does it seem clearer or blurrier? Oh my God, I don't know. I'm tired. I've already zoned out. I'm already not paying attention. I'm already thinking about, I wonder if I can get lunch out of this deal. Because I always try and make appointments on the weekends for like 11 so I can have lunch. I don't know what I'm going to get.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Here's hoping you can actually see.
Well, my last ones I wasn't very successful at, right? It's not a good process for somebody whose mind is like mine.
Oh God.
Right? You know, and I'm like, I'm already.
You should always go into the appointment telling the doctor that you're not going to pay attention.
Yeah, I don't pay attention. So you need to not ask me these questions. Right? Yeah, this is so you can see short distance. No, I don't care. I don't know. Sure. Okay. Sounds good. Yes, I should be able to see short. So we did that, right? Then you bailed on us for Sunday because it was too cold.
Yeah.
Right? So me and the HHG went and got glasses. And it was such an easy thing. Walked in. Okay, first off, you're supposed to have an appointment. Didn't have an appointment. HHG got there before me. She got some pull, right? She's like, I got us in even though we don't have an appointment.
How did she get you in?
I don't know. Who knows what she does, right? Maybe she slipped the girl at 20. I don't know. Right? Right? She probably, like, how do you say no to the HHG?
I don't know. Probably right? You don't.
You don't, right? You just do whatever she asks. That's the rule. And, so we went in and the lady was wonderful. And so they touch everything. I don't touch anything, right?
Oh.
They do all that. And I think, God, you know what? The amount of glasses you have to clean and put back is horrible. I feel bad.
Yeah.
But so I had a ton to try on. The very first pair I tried on were the ones that are going to be my at-work glasses.
Oh, okay.
And then I bought a pair for at-home glasses. Because you know me, I don't like the same pair.
No, I know. You're weird that way.
I like 2 separate pairs because it's 2 different Lisas. At-work Lisa is not at-home Lisa.
Oh, yes. Don't we all know that?
So I got them $1,100 later.
Holy smokes.
Right?
What?
Oh my goodness. Yes. I think I got like, I don't know, TV sets or something. Cause I got like high def, Blu-ray. I don't know what I got. Right? She just showed me the price. I'm like, that's fine.
For 2.
Right. For 2.
Oh my God.
So that's what I did.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry you bailed. And then we went and had a fantastic brunch at I don't remember what restaurant it was, but we had a good brunch. I had some eggs Benny.
Ooh.
I know. So you missed out, but you did stay warm.
I did stay warm.
Because it was motherfucking cold.
It was motherfucking.
Right? That's what it was. Oh, Samantha.
Okay, well, I'm going to mention this, and I think there's a couple of more people that might have passed since Larry King.
It's been a tough week.
It's sad to know that Larry King has died at the age of 87. That's very sad.
I loved a Larry King.
Yeah, well, he was very informative.
I watched him all the time.
People had lots of great things to say about him.
Yeah, he was like a pioneer.
Yeah, he was he had a battle with the COVID and he never recovered.
No, that's what COVID gets you.
That's sad.
I know.
And then apparently Hank Aaron also passed away.
Yes, right.
And Cloris Leachman.
That was today. Cloris. So Phyllis, Mary Tyler Moore.
Oh,
right. Like Sue. There is no more Sue Ann. Wasn't she Sue Ann Nivens? I think she was. I think she was Sue Ann Nivens. No, I don't remember. I don't remember what her name was in Mary Tyler Moore. I want to say it was that, but I get her and Betty White mixed up. But but anyways, 94, right? Like a comedy legend gone, just like that. It's kind of crazy, hey? Mm-hmm. It's kind of crazy.
But they led very big lives, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
And
that's how it should be.
Yeah. So there's lots to be thankful for.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm still bitter about Alf, just so you know.
I know. We're working our way past that.
We're working our way
past it, Lisa.
Okay. Well, here's something that did make me happy, though.
Okay? Yes, and you sent me a picture of it.
I did, right? So my Fitbit, first off, when I bought my Fitbit after I had my heart attack, I had a Samsung phone. And it didn't do anything. All it did was do my steps and a couple other things. I didn't get my emails. I didn't get text messages. And I'm like, this is a waste. I never used it. Then when I started my new job and I got my iPhone, I thought, oh God, let's see. I'm going to watch my steps. So I put it on and all of a sudden I was like, ding, ding, ding. And I was getting like emails and my messages on it. And I'm like, what? Because I guess apparently it syncs well with iPhone.
Huh.
So then I was bored on Sunday night. I'm bored at home, right? And what do I decide? I don't like that face. I don't like you know how I'm always playing with what the face of something needs to look at, like, right?
Yes.
I didn't like the watch face. I'm like, it's kind of boring. So I just went to the App Store to see if there was if there was different faces you could download. Well, lo and behold, there's the Bitmoji. It can sync up with. So then I did that and I was like so excited because now it's me on the watch. And is that narcissistic?
Yes, it is.
Am I a narcissist? Is that what that means? And now I just look at me.
Yes, you look
as a cartoon all day long. Okay, I wondered.
Oh my God!
Because you know I don't really know those things, but I get a hunch. I had an inkling.
Your inkling was just dead on that
I thought I had an inkling, and then I showed Mike, and Mike's like, "Are you kidding me?" He's like that. He's like, "So it's just you look at the watch and it's you?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's my Bitmoji." He's like, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
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 But it's so much fun. I love it.
Fantastic.
In a narcissistic type of way.
Yes, in a narcissistic type of way.
So friends of the podcast, if you do Bitmojis, and you got to do it through Snapchat and all this sort of stuff, and you have a Fitbit and an iPhone, I suggest you do it. And you can be narcissistic with me. And I don't need to be the only narcissistic person in the world.
I'm sure you aren't. And people just, it's kind of fun.
HHG did it, and she had a different one, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, too.
Oh, there you go.
Just saying. Okay, question for you, Samantha.
Uh-huh.
I'm watching TV, and somebody said this, quote, "A meal is best shared with a friend." What does that mean? Because really, like, am I sharing my meal with a friend?
No,
I think a meal is best shared with me.
That's not what they mean.
What do they mean?
That having company while you eat is like, it's refreshing. It's great. It's something that, brings you together with that person. It makes it more special. It's all of that.
Because I just think eating is like purpose, right? So
yes. It's just the experience of eating a meal and having that connection and that community with that person. Is it
suggesting that I need to go out and eat?
No. It's just a meal shared with friends. A meal shared with friends.
Oh, like a character board. Right? Because to me, those character boards...
It's not a character board. It's a charcuterie board.
Are meals shared with friends. Though that board is a meal shared with friends.
God. Hey, you know what? We need to go to Aiden's Kitchen and Bar here in town because they have sausage charcuterie boards.
Ooh, yes, we do then. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's on the Cooking Network.
He is.
So, yes, we could do that. Right? I don't know. I was just curious. That was just a question that I had.
Guess who's got questions? Lisa's got questions. It's Lisa's Question Corner!
Samantha.
I sound ridiculous. Question Corner!
You do. It is a little ridiculous. But how dare we think about redoing it?
We will not.
We will not.
We will stick with that bumper.
That bumper stays. That bumper stays. Okay, but I got questions.
Okay, I'm all ears.
I felt this week. I had a lot of questions that came to my mind this week as I traveled through my days.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Friends of the podcast, lend me your ears. Okay, at a movie theater, Samantha, what armrest is yours?
Both.
You think so?
Well, it's wherever I lean to, but because I always lean to my right.
Uh-huh.
But I think you just have to be very polite.
But what if I'm sitting beside you?
Oh, God, I'm not sitting beside you. I'm sitting like one over from you.
I hate that so much.
Because you spread out.
I don't spread out.
Yes, you do. You're like, everything is mine. That's what you think. And I'm like, well, I need to be able to put my arm somewhere.
I like whatever seems most comfortable for me. So when you and I go to the movies.
And that has nothing to do with the other person that's with you.
Nothing. So when we go to the movies, right, I like to, that cup holder seems at my best right there. So I'm going to take that one, even if it technically should be yours. Right? That's what I do.
You're weird. That's why I don't sit right beside you. I sit one away from you.
And then there's a certain side, right? You can't be on. It's been so long since we've been to the movies.
You always like to sit to my left.
I do, right? Always, right? And it's like in a restaurant, right? I like this side, not that side.
Yes, you're very weird that way.
I know. Okay, so there. So you kind of answered that. Okay, you ready for my next question?
Sure.
Why is vanilla ice cream, this one I'll get you. Why is vanilla ice cream white, but vanilla extract and the vanilla bean is brown?
I'm going to roll out a guess here that it's probably because they process the vanilla ice cream.
You think it's the milk?
Potentially.
Wonder why they thought they needed to do that.
By the time they get the extract and then they make it a different color, or they add color to it or whatever.
You know, that if you buy that Breyers, you can see bits of the vanilla in it.
Yes.
That, I think, is the way to go, because then at least that seems real.
Well, it's the good stuff.
But then, in my opinion, right, you should only have vanilla ice cream if you got chocolate sauce.
Yes, because you would always go for chocolate.
I would always go for chocolate, right? Okay. Here's something for you. Why do people say they slept like a baby when they had a good sleep? Because, in my opinion, isn't a baby awake a lot at night?
Yes.
Isn't that like an oxymoron or something? I was thinking about that the other day, right? Because I'm like, oh, I had a good sleep. And I'm like, oh, I slept like a baby. And I'm like, hey, Lisa, that don't make sense.
That don't make sense.
Dear Lisa, that don't make sense.
And that baby woke up and it needed its diapers changed.
Right.
And it needed a bottle. And it needed a burp. And...
Right. Maybe I have that sleep in the summer when I got the watermelon in the fridge and I get up to go pee and then I sneak some watermelon. Maybe that's my summer sleep.
That's
more like a baby.
More like a baby.
More like a baby.
I don't know, because maybe babies get really solid 4 hours of sleep and then they get up and they get cranky and they do their thing and then they go back to sleep again.
Maybe.
Really?
This is seems really like a funny thing.
Yeah, but that's really you, right?
Yeah.
You go to sleep, you wake up, you go to sleep.
Right? I'm like cyclical that way.
Yes, Lisa.
Right, that's what I do. Hey, okay. So question. Samantha, what are preserves?
Jam.
A jam is a preserve?
It's probably made a different way. I have no clue. Why are you asking me things I don't know?
Because it's my question corner and I'm asking questions. Andrea. Dear Andrea.
Dear Andrea.
That's what it should, the question corner should be called Dear Andrea. That would be so funny, right? Because she always has answers.
She always knows.
She will, whenever we have questions that we don't know or understand, Andrea will always let us know.
Yes. Preserves to me are just a fancy word for jam. They potentially could be made a different way than jam.
Is it a jelly too?
No, it's not a jelly. Preserves are jam. It just looks like jam to me. Okay. But I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know.
I was just curious.
I didn't realize this was going to be question and answer, but a test.
and then a quiz.
And then a quiz.
And then a quiz.
Ah.
You always think you're the smartest one, right? So I thought you should have these, you should know these things. That's why I'm asking you.
Fine. God.
That's why I ask you, because I got questions and I think, my smart friend thinks she's going to have answers.
Well, I am smart.
Maybe I'm the smart one because I'm inquisitive. Right?
Maybe, Lisa. Maybe.
I know. Maybe. Okay, and my last question: why do people hate Alf? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm back to it.
I don't need that answered. I feel it has already been answered. Thank you. They've already told you,
Lisa.
They've already told me why they hate Alf.
Okay, but something we should celebrate.
Okay.
Because he's a wonderful human being. Neil Diamond turned 80 years old this week.
Sweet Caroline. He's so much fun. Like, I love a Neil Diamond. When he comes on to PBS, I'm all over that shit. Right? I'm all over it, right? What did they call him? The Jewish Elvis.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Right? And not to mention that Neil Diamond looks a lot like my Uncle Jack.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, Uncle Jack looked a lot, especially 1970s Neil Diamond.
Yes.
They had very similar hair.
Well, and I think Neil Diamond still has like almost his whole head of hair.
I know, right? He looks awesome. He's just thinner.
Yeah.
Or he's smaller, right? Because he's an old man.
Yes, he's an old man.
But like, okay, so what happens when there's no Neil Diamond?
I don't know.
Right?
Okay, so is this what we have to start thinking is like, who replaces
a Neil Diamond?
An like
Elton
John.
Right. I already decided that Harry Styles can replace a David Bowie.
Oh, yes. Yes. Right? We said that the other day.
Yes. But I don't know who can replace an Elton John.
I don't know. Like the greats, right?
Who replaces a Barry Manilow?
Oh. And the last remaining Gibb.
Who replaces the last remaining Gibb? Yeah.
Right? Like all these guys that are getting a little bit older. And...
Right.
Oh. Exactly. We got to start thinking about that, folks, because...
If I'm a young musician right now, that's how I'm going to market myself. I'm going to be the next Elton John. Maybe that's my calling, actually, is I may be the female Elton John.
Yes, of course you should.
Right? Or something like that. Although Barry Gibb, but that's too high for me.
Oh, he's so high.
Even like as an old man. And that's kind of, you know what it is? It's creepy high.
It's creepy high.
It's creepy high.
Oh, what about ABBA? Like who replaces ABBA?
Who replaces ABBA? Right? But ABBA's already gone.
No, but ABBA's still around. They still do big things, right?
I know,
like,
right?
Who replaces these people that we remember?
Yeah,
and their music still
like
lives
Cher.
on.
Who is going to replace Cher?
Who?
Nobody.
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 Nobody can ever replace a Cher.
No, because a Gaga doesn't replace a Cher.
No, because she don't got the attitude of a Cher.
Right.
Right. Mm-mm. None of them do, right? They may have the music, but they don't have the total package.
No.
Right?
Oh my God, it's going to keep me up.
I know, right?
I'm so worried now.
I know, right? I know. What are we going to do about that? You know, it's been keeping me up at night.
Uh-oh.
I've been feeling a little bit bad lately again for the egg salad sandwich.
Why?
Because I think, I go on record. I think it gets a bad rap because it smells like a toot.
It smells like a toot.
But you know what? Here's the thing. We need to start a movement, and it needs to be the I'm not afraid to eat the egg salad sandwich in public movement. Because it might smell like a toot, but everybody knows you're eating egg salad, so everybody knows it's not your toot. Okay. So why are we so afraid of it when we know it's not our toot?
Because it still smells.
And are we thinking people are going to think it's us? It's not us. It's the sandwich. Right?
I think because people complain about it, right?
Oh, maybe.
So they don't want to hear it.
Oh, okay.
It's like tuna fish. If you have a tuna fish sandwich, it's the same thing.
It is the same thing, right? Yeah. Like, I love those tuna snacks, but God, you don't crack that open in public.
No.
Right?
You're and it's like if someone brought like their meal from the night before, which just happened to be fish. Yeah. And they microwave it in the staff room, and now everything smells like fish.
And then you go and heat up your coffee.
And it smells like fish.
And you got coffee fish. You got coffee. You got fishy coffee now, right?
Right? So.
That's a good point. Okay, speaking of, well, we weren't really speaking of it.
No,
but as I think about it, I'm going to just mention it. You know how sometimes Kelly Ripa uses our phrases?
Yes.
She used one of our phrases the other day.
What?
She said, "Don't be a monster."
Oh!
I'm like, come on, Kelly Ripa. Right? I'm about ready to give up on Robin Shaw and start attacking Kelly Ripa. Because, right? I feel, and that's fine. Again, we just want a little acknowledgement.
Oh my God!
Right? I heard it and I'm like, what?
Oh my God.
That's our phrase. Right? That's your girl's phrase.
Yes. Don't be a monster.
Don't be a monster. Right? What am I? A monster? I'm not a monster. I eat with knife and fork because I'm not a monster.
Oh my God.
I know. Isn't that kind of crazy?
Oh, Kelly Ripa.
Come on now. Right? I am reaching out to Robin Shaw because I love her so much. Nothing. I'm like, come on, Robin Shaw. I can't seem to get it. Right? If anybody knows her, Lisa's trying to get her.
All right.
Okay, Samantha, Budweiser.
Yes.
Did you know that Budweiser isn't doing the Super Bowl ad this year? Instead, they're donating that money to vaccine promotion and like the essential workers cause and things like that.
Really?
Isn't that amazing?
That's odd for them because that would be their biggest draw would be during Super Bowl.
Yeah. So I think that I think that these ads with vaccines and stuff will be run during the Super Bowl. But they're not going to be focusing on beer. And then that got me thinking, dear Oprah, what have you done lately? Yeah, I'm going there. I'm not scared of Oprah. I'm not scared of Oprah anymore. Right? I'm not scared of Oprah.
God.
Oprah,
I'm not scared of Oprah.
What have you done lately? Right? That's all I'm saying about that.
Oh my God.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
I think that she's helping where she can, Lisa.
Of course she is.
All right. Okay, I'm just saying.
She's not taking out no ad on the Super Bowl.
No, this is true. I don't know. But you know what I am excited about?
Tell me.
And can get behind.
What?
Dan Levy is hosting Saturday Night Live February 6th.
Ooh, yay!
Yeah, shut the front door.
You know what? You are so fickle when it comes to your love of Saturday Night Live. You only love the show based on the host.
Absolutely.
Right? You loved Adele,
the music.
Adele, and now Dan Levy. Right? You are an SNL fake fan.
I am. Oh my God.
You are
yes,
a fake.
I am.
I think fake fan is creeping into all aspects of your life other than just sports, Samantha.
Absolutely.
I think you've taken it and ran with it. Right?
I love that.
I know, right? But I think that'll be cool.
I think Dan Levy's going to rock it. I can't wait.
I hope he wears his kilt.
Oh my God. He's going to be fantastic.
I know. I love him too. Hey, here's something new and exciting. I don't even know. I think you might know about it. I don't know if you do. The HHG, she got a new dog.
What?
His name's Checkers.
Oh my God.
He was featured on, you know how they have the news and they have like the SPCA and this is the dog of the week?
Yes.
Checkers was the dog of the week.
Oh my God.
And so they went and they visited Checkers. And I guess how it works is Checkers picks the family.
Oh.
Yeah. So Checkers picked them.
Oh.
And I mean, ask the sleepover kids for Christ's sakes, as if you don't want to become adopted somehow. by the HHG. Like, I want to come back as a cat and be the cat that the HHG family adopts. That's what I hope happens in my next life.
Oh my God.
Right?
So what is Checkers, by the way?
Checkers, I don't know. He looks big, but she says he's not that big. He's brown and black. I don't know, but he's like, I want to say he looks like a German shepherd, but not, but like smaller, but like, you know, that type of dog.
That's fabulous.
Yeah. And guess what? He's a proud boy because Checkers just officially got his cone of shame off. So they took a picture of him. He had little tie on and he was posing for the camera.
Oh my God.
Right? Because you know, right? Checkers is just going to be like the number one thing in the world. I think Checkers should have his own like social media account.
I think he should.
Right? That would be
I expect to see many pictures and videos of Checkers.
I know, right?
Oh my God. That's hilarious.
Checkers just got the best forever home.
He did. But I have something even better to talk about.
Okay, tell
us. Speaking of social media, I think you guys need to do big things. And this big thing means inviting all your friends and your family and your coworkers, everybody you know. Tell them to come check out our podcast.
We want new people to hear about us.
We want new people. We want
new friends.
More new people to add to the group. We want new listeners. We would love to have new people join us on Instagram, Facebook, or even Twitter. We would just love for you guys to invite whoever you think might enjoy our podcast that we release every week. Now, Patreon. You guys, we have it. We have Patreon and we have Podbean Patreon. Now, what we're going to do going forward is we're going to have a 30-minute episode that we release once a month just for Patreon people. And it will be brand new content for the Patreon subscribers. So if you want to hear that 30-minute episode, all you have to do, $5 or more, gets you that free episode. Right?
Yeah, it does. Yes. No, $2 or more.
Is it $2 or more, or is it $5?
$5.
Okay.
$5.
We'll figure it out and we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways,
go to www.patreon.com/IShakeMyHead, or if you go to Podbean, because that is our natural habitat for our podcast. If you go to I Shake My Head, it's a money bag that's apparently over my face. Just hit it and it'll take you there.
Samantha, when we do this new content, what are we going to talk about?
We're going to talk about things that we're shaking our heads at.
It's a new thing.
It's a new thing that it's only going to be behind Patreon.
Yes.
Okay. So you can listen to us on Podbean, but there's also this really cool place that you can go. It's called pod.link/IShakeMyHead. And there you can choose how to listen to us. We just ask that you subscribe and then download the episode so we know who's listening to us. That would be fabulous. Also, we have free merch. It's threadless, or not free merch. We have merch.
Say, whoa, that's a big sale.
We don't have free merch. We have merch on Threadless and it's www.ishakemyhead.threadless.com. So you guys can go there. It can be a book bag, a mug, a water bottle, a hat, a t-shirt. It's got everything.
Shower curtain.
A shower curtain. Exactly. So, and we also are part of the Podfix Network. If you'd like to check out the other podcasts that are on there, it's Podfix Network. That's all you have to do is Google that. You're in. We're there, along with a bunch of other great podcasts as well.
Absolutely. Samantha, here's something interesting. Okay, so Mike Liddell, he is a CEO of the man who, remember, you've probably heard of the My Pillow?
Maybe.
Okay, maybe not, because you don't really you watch only Netflix and they don't have commercials.
No.
Okay. So CEO Mike Liddell, he's the CEO of a company and they made the My Pillow, which I guess made lots and lots of money because it was the best pillow in the whole wide world or something. Okay. Anyways, the My Pillow has just been discontinued from Bed Bath & Beyond, and he's claiming it's because he's a Trump supporter. Dun, 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 dun. Right?
Interesting.
What do you think?
Well, that's odd.
But possible.
Well, I mean, yes, but...
Right? Maybe the My Pillow maybe people just thought maybe it ran its course.
Maybe.
And it's just a coincidence that you're a Trump supporter.
It's very, maybe, potentially. But I think I would need to know a little bit more about that.
Well, you know me, I don't read that much. I don't read enough about it.
There's a lot of things that could make something be discontinued from a large retailer like Bed Bath & Beyond.
Absolutely, right? Let alone it's just tough times for the COVID.
Right. And I'm sure maybe the MyPillow has run its course.
That's what I think too. I think the MyPillow, right? I think that's old news, right? But, how about MyPillow?
Yeah.
Let's talk about MyPillow.
No, your pillow sucks. You always hate your pillow.
Always. Always.
I mean, let's be honest. If Bed Bath & Beyond is highly democratic,
they may not love that.
Maybe this Mike Liddell did or said something that doesn't go along with their brand, and they just said, catch you later.
Like maybe he did like a tweet that said like hashtag burn the Capitol building down, and they saw it or something. And like, that's not cool.
No, that would be why they're not carrying it anymore.
That would get you into trouble. Hey, did you know that liquid paper was invented in the 50s?
Really? How come we only discovered it when we were teenagers then?
Right? Is that because they make everybody have to learn how to print and correct your mistakes and use an eraser? Like, is that like a grand plan in the world? All kids must learn how to master an eraser?
I think your facts are wrong. We should be a fact checker at this moment.
No, they're not wrong. They're not wrong. They're not wrong. They just didn't share it with us.
We did not discover liquid paper until our teens. I'm fairly confident about that.
That's right. And then it was like the coolest thing in the whole wide world.
Yes.
Right? I know.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't understand that.
It was invented in the 50s.
I feel ripped off. I feel lied to. I feel
like I could have done a whole lot better in school, knowing if liquid paper was in my corner right from the beginning.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Dear liquid paper, thanks for nothing.
Thanks for nothing.
Right. Except for messy paper. Right.
Oh my God. I just feel like, what was my childhood? What was my teenage years? Like, was any of it real? Like, you just lied to me?
Yeah, right? Like,
you lied to me about liquid paper.
Yeah, like you lied to me about liquid paper. Like, was roller skating really a thing? You know? Doesn't it make you just wonder, did the coyote actually ever catch the roadrunner?
No, it did not.
How do you know? Maybe this is your funny fake world thing. Right? In my fake world, liquid paper was in my parallel world. Liquid paper was around in the 50s.
Well, now that's just messed up,
right? That's just messing with you, hey? I don't know. I don't get it.
Okay, I'm not messing around with this.
Okay.
Jessica King. Those muffins you put on our Facebook look really good.
Hey, and guess what? The management at the Boom Baby Bakery has had a conversation. Welcome aboard, blueberry raspberry muffins. We welcome you to our morning menu.
Yes, to the Boom Baby Bakery.
Yes. Oh my God, they look so good. That little crumble.
They did. They look delightful. I know for a fact the only reason you like them is because they have the sugar crumble.
Exactly. I'm like, oh, it's got the crumble. It's got the crumble. It's gotta be awesome.
That's all it needs is sugar.
Just a little sugar on top. And it doesn't matter how I get that sugar, as long as there's sugar. That's all I care about. Where's the sugar?
Oh my God.
Isn't that so funny?
Okay. So I watched something and immediately I thought of you, Lisa, which is,
okay.
It was the show To Tell the Truth.
Yeah.
Hosted by Anthony Anderson, the actor from Blackish. And it's in season 6. And I'm like, huh?
Really?
I'm like, 6 of these? Okay.
Wow.
I didn't even know like what happened to the other seasons. That's for sure. But
that's weird.
I watched it and it's where 3 people come and try and one is telling the truth and 2 are lying. And I'm like, this is where Lisa needs to participate.
Yes. I would be like game. Number 1.
I think I should be the guesser and you need to be the person who goes up and
comes up.
Hi, my name's Lisa and I invented liquid paper.
Liquid paper in 1952.
And you could sell it.
I could sell it. Absolutely, I could. Oh my God, I'll have to watch that. It's funny when you say where'd the other 6 seasons go. It's like when you hear any good reality TV show like Survivor, right? It's like season 72, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Like I don't. When did you have 100 seasons and I'm only 50?
I know,
right? Or 51 or however old. I don't know how they figure out that season stuff.
Well, and I think you would enjoy it because Anthony has his mom there, and she's a hoot.
Oh, good. Now is she the one who kind of susses out the truth?
She's sassy too.
Good. You gotta like that. Actually, I've seen her on a commercial. She was on a commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen her. Okay, I'll check that show out.
I think you should. Okay, but then they got new games, right? This one's called The Wall.
Oh yeah, I watched that one.
Where other people decide if you play for your money.
So picture you and I in that game, and you're the person, or I'm the person who's going to decide whether or not I'm going to cancel that money. Like, that's a sick game. That's
I don't want you
nice.
in charge of anything to do with money. You are horrible with money.
I know. Because the one I watched the other night, the best friend, he canceled it, and then, and I get that it's on the premise that the wall's been kind to you. But the wall left the guy with no money. So dude had no cash, and then on TV had to but you're still my best friend. Fuck that, you're not my best friend. I had a guarantee of $250,000 and you canceled that because you thought the wall would be nice to me.
Oh my God.
Right? I don't want you in charge of that.
No, I don't want you in charge of that.
Right? Because I would cancel it. I'd be like,
yes,
she can do better. She'll have done better.
Don't you dare!
Right? I know. I think it'd be crazy.
I would call you so many names and a dumbass on TV.
Oh yeah, you would, right? For sure, dumbass would come out. Definitely. I can hear it now. Hey, I learned something new about myself.
Uh-oh.
I hate mopping. Okay. And I hate vacuuming. And I hate cleaning bathrooms.
Well, that's like almost all of your cleaning, Lisa.
I hate cleaning. I don't think I ever knew that I hated cleaning before.
I think I always knew that about you.
Really?
Yeah, I think you faked it out.
So, I think it ran its course.
I think yes.
Right?
Because you're working now and you're like,
I'm done.
I still gotta do this shit.
I'm like, all right, we dirty pigs.
Don't be dirty pigs.
We're not dirty pigs, but guess what? Half-assed cleaning is in full swing.
Hey, I got a suggestion.
Okay, tell me.
Because now you're a 2-income household.
Yes. Remember when we were now we're dinks again.
Yes, you're dinks again. Double incomes, no kids.
Yeah. Remember when we were just, we were just a single income for a long time.
You were links.
We were links. Right?
Or oinks. One income, no kids.
Oinks. One income, no kids.
Because you're making the cash.
Yeah.
Get a cleaner.
Not for our little apartment.
Yes!
Oh my God. We have 3 rooms.
Okay, but that wouldn't work because Mike is like at home all the time.
Yeah. Right? And our place isn't that big. I'm just being lazy.
Yes, you are.
But deep down, I hate cleaning.
Okay.
Deep down,
Lisa,
I hate cleaning.
I'm your best friend. I'm trying to solution things for you. If you can't,
You know what I said to Mike? I want to move. Let's move. Let's move to a new place where we just start off clean. Right? Let's just start off clean.
Yes, but eventually it does get dirty, right?
I know, but still, right?
Okay.
I'm just saying. I hate cleaning.
I know.
Okay,
but bathrooms, that's the worst, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just really a place to shit, shower, shave. And
that's really all it is. Shit, shower, and shave.
And apparently read, according to the males in my family.
Well, that's the new thing, right? And then the new thing is to read your phone. Right? Yeah. I don't take my phone in the bathroom. I think it's nasty. Right? It's like the HHG sometimes. She'll send a text and I'm like, oh, what are you doing? I'm having a bath. Okay, I drop the phone. I can't do this, right? You're naked in a tub right now. You are naked. Like, what happens if your
She's
thumb
not
accidentally...
showing you anything.
I know, but what happens if your thumb accidentally slips and all of a sudden it's a picture? Like, or something.
Won't.
I can't do it.
Okay, you're just weird.
I'm super weird.
Super weird.
Right? Or all of a sudden you hear the toilet flush and I'm like, oh, I didn't need to hear that. I don't need to hear that.
Oh my God.
Right? My phone doesn't go into the bathroom.
No.
Seems odd to me.
Okay, well, I mean, it probably isn't a good idea to take your phone because they do say the Surface has lots of crap on it. So
and crap is crap.
And crap is crap.
Crap. Right?
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Lots of crap.
Yes. Okay, but now, why'd they make that, Lisa?
Samantha,
you
I got
first.
Something. Because it's been motherfucking cold this week. And I'm trying to be an adult.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to look the part. Not just play the part, but look the part.
Yes.
Why'd they make gloves? Gloves aren't warm. Gloves keep your hands really, really cold.
Actually, I have a pair of gloves that keep my hands really warm, but they got fur inside of them.
I don't want fur in my gloves.
It's quite lovely.
Seems weird, fur in my gloves.
No.
Seems odd. Seems
well,
awkward.
it keeps your fingers warm.
No, I don't want that. I don't want gloves. I want mitts.
I don't like mitts. And I think, yes, to your point, I think mitts are warmer.
Yes.
But I hate mitts because you can't grip anything.
I know, but what do you want? To be able to grip or have freezing cold fingers?
Well, then figure out the gloves. Make them better.
I don't know. I'm kicking gloves to the curb.
No, you can't.
I'm wearing my Saskatchewan Rough Rider mitts. They're back. I don't even care. I don't even care. It's how I look after my coat's off is what I think.
Yes, this is true.
That's what I think, Samantha.
Okay.
What about...
I think we all need to talk about potato chips. They were invented in 1853 by a guy named George Crumb.
George Crumb? That's a funny name.
Crumb that's funny.
That is a good name.
He was apparently, again, accidentally made the potato chip because he was working at a resort in the United States and a customer complained that the French fries were too thick. So he's like, fine, I'll make them thinner. Bam.
And hence the potato chip.
Potato chips.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting.
So apparently complaining does get you somewhere.
Gets you somewhere. Okay, you ready for this one? Liver and onions. Why that combination?
Oh, who knows? It's because the onion has to cover the flavor of the liver.
Is that what that is?
Oh, who knows?
Because when did onions, and I love onions, but when did onions become the side dish? That's my question.
I don't know. Have you ever eaten liver and onions?
I've had one bite of liver and thought, that's never happening.
Ugh.
Nope.
So
that's disgusting. Because you know my theory, right? We're civilized people. We don't need to eat organ meat anymore.
But we've had this talk before.
Yeah, I know.
Apparently, organ meat has the best nutrients and vitamins in it.
It doesn't matter. Who am I, Hannibal Lecter?
Chicken livers.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like I'm not a monster. And don't use that, Kelly Ripa. Right?
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, right? We are not cannibals. We don't need to eat organ meat.
Well, I think liver and onions is just there because that's what happens when it's not an expensive cut of meat, right?
And I would hope to God in 2021, liver and onions is not popping up in households.
It might.
It shouldn't, right? Because all those people that liked it should be dead by now.
Okay, but I got the same bone to pick. What made us make a raisin?
But I like raisins.
What? Okay, I hate them.
I know you do.
Why do we have raisins? Why raisins? It is a grape with no seeds grown on purpose just to make a raisin.
But raisins are yummy.
They're disgusting.
I don't like.
It shows up in my butter tarts. It shows up in bread. It shows up in cookies.
It's the best raisin toast.
It shows up in cereal. It shows up in weird stuff.
I'm thankful for them.
Stop it.
I'm thankful for the raisin. I don't want the white raisin. I just want I just want raisins.
Okay. But I did learn in all of this that raisin is actually the French word for grapes. But both words exist in the dictionary.
That makes no sense to me.
Huh. My point exactly. Why does it exist?
No, I think raisins exist to enhance food.
Apparently we made them on purpose, apparently. So
don't you remember I used to eat like the little raisins in a box?
Yes.
I love raisins so much. So good. Okay, question for you. If you could only eat bread that's toasted, would you?
No.
No, right?
No,
I don't think anybody would.
Because bread, like freshly baked bread with butter, is delightful.
Yeah, because I think deep down, unless it's a tomato sandwich, we're only toasting the bread because the bread's not that great anymore.
Potentially, yes.
Right? Like it's not as fresh as what it was 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm. Or you're making toast.
Or you're making toast.
Or your sandwich is a toasted variety of something.
But if the only way you could eat bread is if it was toasted, you'd say no.
Oh my God, I have no choice? No, I'm not getting rid of bread. Then fine, I'll have it toasted, but that's not the point.
I would get rid of bread. I don't want toasted only.
Lisa, you're such a radical.
I know, right? Hey, do you remember small town grocery stores from the 70s?
Yes.
So
we still have them here.
I grew up in a quaint little town called Stayner, Ontario. And we had a grocery store. Well, there was a few, but my favorite near and dear to my heart was Barber's Delicatessen. Mm-hmm. And the old man that owned it, right? Mr. Barber. So he was kind of like a neighbor of ours. He was a couple doors down from us. Him and I was like little. We both liked to watch hockey. We watched the Toronto Maple Leafs. Every Saturday we bet 25 cents on the game. And that old man, no matter what, whether I won or lose, if I lost, I'm giving him my allowance. He didn't care, right? Because that was part of teaching the lesson.
Oh my God.
You made a bet, so you got to pay. But the small town grocery stores, the reason I bring this up is because Mike bought me some delicious apples the other day. Uh-huh. And all I thought was, these are not Barber's Delicatessen delicious apples. Because I remember those so vividly. Uh-huh. These are kind of dusty, yucky looking apples. Because delicious apples now aren't super red anymore.
No.
They're kind of like a burgundy color.
Yeah.
Why is that? I wonder.
How they're growing them?
I guess. I don't like that.
Because there's like a million pesticides inside of them.
And speaking of apples, and I know I've said this before too, dear Mike, if you're going to buy apples, can you just buy the ones that when I bite into it, it tastes like my childhood? That's the apple I want. I want that apple.
What does that apple taste like, Lisa?
It tastes like the 80s and the 70s, right? Tastes like your grandma's apples.
Oh my God.
Yeah, okay, but that's the apple.
You are speaking to the wrong person because I grew up until I was 11 years old in an area that had orchards every 2 steps.
I know, but did they grow your grandma's apples?
They grew perfect apples. Everywhere you went, the apples were delicious because that's what the Okanagan Valley gives you is fresh fruit every day, the whole season long, right? No,
and I get that.
And I can't eat. I have this weird thing about
I know you're
fruit.
All like, you are.
I have this weird thing about fruit. And I don't know why. I think it's because I grew up with fresh fruit just outside the door. We had our own fruit trees in our backyard, for heaven's sake.
Right.
So it's really hard for me to buy, people buy 10 bananas and 10 apples and 5 orange. I'm 2. Because I only want them as fresh as possible. I don't like my fruit I don't like my fruit to sit there for very long.
No, you're weird. You're weird that way.
My mother will keep her bananas until they're black.
No, that's disgusting.
It's so gross.
Because guess what? That's rotten. I get you're going to make a yummy bread out of it, but do we got to see that? No, we don't.
Oh, I have weird things around fruit.
I have a new creation.
Uh-oh.
The PBLT.
And what is that, Lisa?
Pickles, bacon, lettuce, and tomatoes.
What?
So it starts with a cherry tomato, a little piece of lettuce, a little piece of bacon, and a pickle on top. And then you put a toothpick through it, and then that's the food right there.
That's the bite.
That's the bite.
It's the appetizer.
That's the delightful appetizer, right? The PBLT, the pickle, bacon, lettuce, tomato.
So it's salt, bland, acid.
Yeah, because the acid cuts the salt. Right? Acid cuts the salt. That's what I've learned on my cooking shows.
So vinegary, salt, bland, acid.
Yeah. But heavenly in your palate. Heavenly.
What possessed you to do that?
I just sometimes, you know me, I get creative. You know how it goes, right? It's just how I roll, Samantha.
Is this another one of your dishes that you're going to beat Bobby Flay in? Or?
Yeah, I could definitely, if it's an appetizer battle, for sure beat that one. Right?
Now, is your bacon like crispy or is it
it's just like a little crispy piece. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So delightful. Maybe one day I'll make them for you.
Okay. Pretty sure if I wanted to, I could try it on my own.
You could. I just gave you the recipe. It's really simple.
You gave everyone the recipe.
Right? It's 4 ingredients. So easy.
Oh
so
my
easy
God.
to make.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of back in the day when I was living out in the Okanagan as a carefree child of the 70s and the 80s. Those were the days when you didn't have to worry about wearing a seatbelt.
Nobody cared. Nobody cared if you were safe.
No, they were carefree, really.
They were super carefree. Nobody cared if you were safe. Nobody cared if you were in the back of the truck. Nobody cared if you were hanging out of the back of the station wagon.
Exactly.
Nobody cared, right?
I remember us having gone swimming, and my dad came to pick us up in the truck that he had.
Yeah.
And I think 2 people got in the front, and the rest of us all jumped in the back.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I remember going to baseball
road.
practices in other towns and us getting in the back of a truck, right? And driving country roads. Nobody ever thinking that, oh, God, what happens if a rock hits you? Nobody cared, right? We didn't have time to think about that. We had to get to ball practice,
Oh,
people,
my God.
Right?
The shit that we did.
That was so crazy.
And nobody would ever do that now.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? No. You'd go to jail. You'd be arrested.
People don't even like their dogs.
No.
Being in the back of their vehicles anymore.
No. Right? Oh my God. What happens to you? You put your dog outside without his little boots on. People are going to be calling somebody. Right? That's what people do. Everybody's calling somebody. Back in the 70s, nobody called anybody because nobody cared. Nobody cared. Well, you know what? I guess Gord McIntyre's okay with that. Right? That's Wendy's problem.
Oh my God. We were, so clueless.
That was the life.
Yes, it was the life.
It was the life, Samantha, right there.
Okay, so peanut butter fudge.
No, that's just a mouthful of peanut butter.
I feel the same way. Like if it was peanut butter, chocolate, something, banana, I don't know.
Something, but I don't think peanut butter should be in the fudge.
That's just like...
It's too that.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
I'm not always a fan of fudge anyways, so...
Oh, you know what? I like fudge, but I'm particular. I don't want it to be too creamy. I don't want it to be too thick. Right? I come with fudge rules.
Oh my God!
There's fudge rules in my world.
Of course there's fudge rules, right?
There's fudge rules, right?
Of course.
You know. Yeah. And I don't necessarily like my fudge being mixed. Like I don't want like mint chocolate. I don't want that.
Oh.
Nor do I want a nut in my fudge.
Oh.
I don't want that.
You're a bit of a purist, are you?
I am a bit of a purist. That's how I am, Samantha, right? That's how I am.
Okay, so speaking of like bygone eras and all that kind of fun stuff.
It's like we're reminiscing.
We are a little bit. The TV show Friends.
Yes.
Is it a show for all eras minus the clothes?
It seems to be.
My nephews, who are in their early teens, well, one is late teen, one is sort of mid-teen.
Yeah.
They love Friends.
I think it crosses all generations because I think the message is very, very similar.
It's Friends.
It's just friends, right? It's just people hanging out. I think the clothing dates it.
Yeah.
Right? which I think is hilarious. You know, it makes me feel old when I think of how many years ago it aired.
Well, think of the people who were in the show.
Oh, I know, right? Like they're older than us. But I can see it being carrying on for generations. For sure.
Can the same be said for the Sex and the City then?
No, I hate Sex and the City.
No, okay. Regardless of whether you like it or hate it.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it can be.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
How about why am I Party of Five?
Nope, because I think people don't care about Bailey anymore. Right? People are over Bailey.
Okay.
Take your little dimples and go back to your Nancy Drew show. Right? We're done with you. But,
oh my God.
But you make it Saved by the Bell. Apparently Saved by the Bell is going to be all generations.
Don't even start. Oh my God. The Screech he's got cancer. Did we talk about that before?
Yeah, no, but I heard that. I just heard that.
Screech has cancer. That's why he's not on the show.
And apparently breaking news, Michael Strahan just diagnosed with COVID.
That's not good.
That's not good.
Because does that mean everybody else on the show has to quarantine?
I don't know how that works.
That's not good.
I don't understand it. Okay. Zesty pickled Brussels sprouts. Yay or nay?
Yes.
Yes, right?
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with a Brussels sprout.
No. It's a mini cabbage. It's a mini cabbage, people.
And you know what? You can do a lot of great things with a Brussels sprout.
Yes, you can.
So yes, I agree. Yay.
And throw that pickled Brussels sprout into a salad.
Yum.
I'm on it. I'm in it.
All over that. Okay, do you remember the 80s movie Urban Cowboy with John Travolta?
Of course I do. Who doesn't?
Okay. Well, Anne Murray had a hit in that movie. And that was her big hit. Could I have this dance? Could I have this dance?
I knew you were going to sing.
For the rest of my life. That one.
Da 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 da. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In Urban Cowboy.
Look at Anne go.
Right?
Go,
Little Anne Murray trivia for you there, Samantha.
Go. You always got to bring her into a conversation, Lisa.
Yeah, exactly. Always. If I can work her in she comes.
Were you watching Urban Cowboy? Is there something we need to talk about?
I read something about it. I read it someplace, and it was like a shout out to Anne Murray thing, and I'm like, yes.
Shout out to Anne Murray.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so I am still watching The Crown.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then it was funny because I read an article where the chef Darren McGrady, who was Diana's chef from 93 to 97, proclaimed that yes, Charles and Diana were very much in love.
Okay. So I think that Diana was in love with Charles. I believe in my heart that Charles has always only ever had one true love, and that's Camilla.
Yes.
I do think that Charles tried to in the beginning to make that work.
Uh-huh.
But I think he had too much attraction to Camilla.
I think that he didn't like the fact that Diana took the spotlight away from him.
Oh, for sure, right? That didn't sit well with Chuck.
All the royals hated her for that.
Right? Because she was the star of the show.
She was a scene stealer.
She was so the scene stealer, right? Which is so funny. Yeah. She was the life of the party. She was the belle of the ball.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just working my way through The Crown, and I'm like, I gotta stop Googling every time I watch it.
No, Google, because that's how you learn. That's how you learn, Samantha.
Oh my God.
Right, that is today's encyclopedia.
I know, but I'm just saying, do I need to know that?
Yeah, I think it's okay to know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think there are some things that I think you need to know. Lisa, it's things you want to know. My favorite part of the show.
This is all about you, Samantha.
Where I get to be brainy and schooly, and Lisa can't stop me.
I can't stop you.
Okay, did you know that tomato juice does not help when you get skunked?
I did not know that.
Yes. What does help is a mixture of dish soap, peroxide and baking soda.
That's a lovely smell.
Because the skunk spray is an oil, so dish soap cuts through that.
Well, just like on the commercial when the palm olive makes the little duck all better.
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
Exactly.
I did not know that. So
See?
Good to know.
Good to know, Lisa.
Good to know.
Things you ought to know.
Things I ought to know.
In case you get skunked by a skunk, which I unfortunately had an experience.
I remember that. And your coat stunk forever.
Oh God, it was great. I threw out so many things.
Yeah.
Because it just, poor Rosie Paws. Oh, Rosie, Andrea, Rosie. She was a beautiful dog, but very territorial and fiercely protective. Yeah. And she was out in the backyard, and all of a sudden, because I was living with my aunts at the time, and all I heard was, "No, Rosie, no!" And I'm like, "Oh God, what's happening?" And then all of a sudden, they're like, "Roz, get her!" And I'm going up the basement stairs, and they're like, "Don't stay where you are," because there's a skunk, and she'd gone after the skunk, and she got.
I remember you had a black coat.
I love that black coat.
That coat had to go.
Oh God, everything stunk.
Yeah.
And because she came rushing into the house and oh God, and then the smell just got through the whole house, and that's all you smelt for days.
That's nasty.
Oh, poor Rosie.
That's nasty.
Poor Rosie. But it was so now if I'd known, only if I'd known.
If only you had known, you could have made the situation a little bit better.
Yes. Oh my God. Okay.
Who knew?
Who knew? Another little fun fact. I bet you didn't know this either.
Okay, tell me.
Did you know you're tallest when you first wake up in the morning?
I did not know that.
Because our spines are spread out or decompressed as we lay in bed. So we are our tallest in the morning.
I must be super tall because I'm a back sleeper. Right?
You're as tall as you were before. Don't get excited.
I don't know. I think I'm getting shorter.
You probably are.
Right? Because I think we're about to enter our shrinking phase.
Oh God, I can't be any. No.
It's a phase, and I think we're headed towards it. But I did not know that. That's interesting. That's interesting, Samantha.
I just thought you should know that, Lisa.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. But Lisa.
Samantha.
Do you have an I shake my head?
I do. This week, you know what? I'm shaking my head at one-ply toilet paper.
Oh, God.
Dear one-ply toilet paper, why do you exist? Because guess what? I don't need pee on my hands.
Ugh.
Because that's all that happens, right? Your pee soaks through onto your fingers.
Yes.
And that's disgusting.
It is.
Right? I shake my head at one-ply toilet paper. Because sometimes it's in public washrooms, and I'm like, why is this where we're cutting costs?
Please wash your hands.
Of course, you still have to wash your hands.
And then disinfect.
But you should do that even if you're using 3-ply. But why do we need a 1-ply?
Because sometimes it's just cheaper.
I guess that's if you're trying to save some money, that's the place to do it.
Well, if you've learned anything from a pandemic, Lisa, toilet paper, it's a hot commodity.
It certainly is. What about you, Samantha? Do you have an I shake my head?
I do, and it's starting to freak me out.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna lie. Because even when I came home today, I checked to see my recordings because I have my PVR set up to record certain shows, and I knew I had still 911 Lone Star to watch.
Right,
and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I did not record Entertainment Tonight.
Ooh, that's weird.
Because I don't.
Right.
I'm like, why do I have it? And then, because I figured it out yesterday, I think my TV either is very connected to my brain and listens to me, right, or just because I record Wendy Williams, it now is recording every talk show she is on, because it recorded Kelly and Ryan, and because she was on it, right, and it recorded what else? What other? Oh, Good Morning America, and what?
Really?
I didn't record this, and then I'm like, Does it have
so
to do
your
with
PVR,
Wendy?
your PVR is just taking it upon itself.
Yes, to record stuff that has Wendy Williams in it.
That's too much control. I don't like
she's
that.
Promoting her docuseries or documentary and her Lifetime movie.
But that's too much control. Your PVR does not deserve to have that much control.
Right? I'm like,
no.
Who's in my house?
Dear PVR, you have one job to do, and I said it. I tell you what to do.
I was just like, I'm feeling a little freaked out right now. I'm like, what is going on?
That's weird. I don't like that. I don't like your TV.
I was just, and I'm like, okay, it's because I record Wendy every day.
And so but is that the only show you record every day?
That is the first time it's ever happened that it's recorded another show because of someone that I have recorded previous.
That's weird.
It's so weird, right?
That's weird, man.
It's like too much technology, listening, knowing.
I don't like stuff like that. Sounds like you got a spirit.
Computing.
You got a spirit. You might have to have an exorcism.
Oh, spirit in the sky.
Right? There's a spirit in your PVR. Right?
Like, what the hell?
What the hell? That's too much for me. It's too much for me.
But that's I shake my head. I was just like, what?
That's creepy.
I know.
I don't like shit like that.
No. Well, Lisa, we have come to the end of our show.
I know, right? Again, we're at the end of it.
We're at the end. I really haven't figured out how to segue out of the I shake my heads because
we haven't yet, right? Because you know what? This is kind of the part that I like where we just kind of ramble and talk about how we don't know how to get out of it, right? Because we love doing what we do so much.
And then it drives John nuts.
Yeah, right? And then
he's wrap it up.
Right? And he does this funny thing with his finger. No, it's not his middle finger, but
no, it's not.
But he wishes it was, probably.
Yes, I think so.
And so I don't know, Samantha. I don't know.
All right.
How do we end? We just don't want to go.
Lisa.
Samantha.
You know how to end it.
You have to say thank you first.
No, I don't.
You're supposed to.
Oh, yes. We would like to thank John. I forgot. Oh, my God.
Like we're just new. We don't remember how to end the show.
Because stop popping in then.
It's the song that never ends.
Okay, we'd like to thank John, our editor and podcast proficient.
I don't understand where you're going now.
I don't know, neither do I.
Now you're just taking it. I'm doing the next part. Remember to check out our social media, friends of the podcast. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Sam's tongue has stopped working, and we need to shut her up. Samantha, anything else?
No, that's it.
Always a pleasure.
It should be.
This has been a transmission of the Podfix Network. For more about this show and other great Podfix programs, go to podfixnetwork.com.